What's up, Topper Nation? Seeger Bonhoeffer, class of 16, checking in here from Holland. I just want to let you guys know that I'll be helping the men's basketball reach their match on this year's Day of Giving. Go Toppers!
What's up, Topper Nation? My name is Alex Falk, class of 2013, and I'll be helping men's basketball reach their match on this year's Day of Giving. Go Toppers!
Hey Topper Nation, I'm CJ Hester, class of 2015, and I will be helping men's basketball meet their match on this year's Day of Giving. Let's go Toppers!
What's up, Topper Nation? My name is Eric Meininger, class of 2019, and I'll be helping men's basketball reach their goal on this year's Day of Giving. Go Toppers!
Hey Topper Nation, it's Evan French, class of 2019. Just want to let you guys know that I'll be helping the men's basketball team meet their goals on this year's Day of Giving. Go Toppers!
Hey Topper Nation, Chris Blair here, class of 2007. I want to congratulate Coach Hallett and his team on winning yet another MEC championship. I also want to let everybody know that I will be helping West Liberty men's basketball team meet their match on this year's Day of Giving. Go Toppers!
What's up, Topper Nation? Zach Grossenbacher here, class of 2017. This year I'm helping men's basketball reach their match on this year's Day of Giving. Hope you guys do the same.
I'm Lauren, and I'm a broadcasting major at West Liberty, and today we're going to show you what it's like to be in the program. Now I'm on my way to my news writing and reporting class with Professor Beagle.
First and foremost, our mission here is to inform. Reporters tell folks what's going on in the world around them.
West Liberty was a really small school in a really nice area, but not too far away from Wheeling, which is a pretty populous place. So it really was just kind of that quiet area where I knew I could do what I wanted to do, but also have the help that I needed. Now we're heading into my broadcast practicum class with Chris Lee.
Who wants to direct on this Wednesday? Wants to try it out? Who's the first? Who's number one? So that'd be you then. That's easy.
Right when you get into the broadcasting program as a freshman, you really do get that hands-on experience right away. They do put you in classes where you're learning how to use equipment, you're learning how to write. They really do want you to get that hands-on experience and not just sit in a classroom and look at the board. I'm also a student ambassador at West Liberty, and today I'm giving a tour to a prospective student. I became an ambassador at West Liberty because I wanted to help students out the way West Liberty helped me out. This was my very first place that I toured, and I was supposed to tour 5 other schools, and I decided not to go to those tours because West Liberty really helped me out the very first time, and I knew that this was going to be the place that I wanted to spend my 4 years of college. Today I'm directing Hilltopper Sports Weekly in the WLUTV studio. Coming to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and cue. Having our own educational programming that goes out to over 100,000 homes on Channel 14 kind of gives the students more of a place to grow. They get to learn very quickly how to run a television show. We get to direct, we get to do a lot of different things that you wouldn't get to do at other schools this young. So tonight we have a doubleheader basketball game. We're about to go into the truck and get ready for the broadcast. So we have some of our student production crew members here. They're actually freshmen. We have Kelsey running instant replay, and we have Beth running graphics tonight. We have Chad up here. Chad's our ultimate producer. And then we have our freelance director, Trent. He used to be a student here, and now he's going to be directing our games tonight. So now we're going to head up to the floating track and set up our tight cam. So we have our own production truck, which we use for our home and sometimes away football games. And then we also use it for basketball games here as well. It's a really nice really nice facility for us to use, but being a part of the crew has taught me so much. It's honestly helped out with my classes. It's helped out with me being more confident in a lot of things that I've done here. It really teaches you to be out of your comfort zone because you are a part of live television.
So tonight I'm sidelining for the game and I'm about to go talk to Coach Cooper and get his thoughts on it.
I really had no expectations of myself coming into college, but the more that I was here and the longer I was here, the more I grew out. Not only am I on the student production crew and a student ambassador, but I'm also a resident assistant on campus now. So I'm pretty involved. In high school, Lauren would have never done any of this. She was the shyest person ever, and she never wanted to do anything that involved people, but now I've kind of like branched out, and it's really helped me out in so many ways.
And you can tell by the score that they want this game very bad.
Clear might go.
Thank you, Lauren.
I hope this gave you a look at what it's like to be a broadcasting major at West Liberty. For more information, check out the website.
Hey guys, I'm Justin Fike. I'm a sport management major here at West Liberty University. Today I'm going to show you what it's like to be in this program. So now we're heading to my sport law class with the one and only Dr. Crow.
So he argued that the NCAA was basically being arbitrary and capricious in applying its rules. What does that mean, that term? I've heard it a couple times.
The sport management program here involves those who want to work in athletics inside the business industry. We are actually taking a lot of business core classes, anything that involves with finance, management, and marketing. So like once you go out into the real world, you could probably find a lot of like business related jobs, but also it would also propel you for a sports job in the real world. Now we're heading to my consumer behavior class with the wonderful Professor Loy.
We're going to do a leadership lesson today. It's not a long lesson, but that's what we're going to do today, and talk about, tying it back into consumer behavior and what it means for us to know our customers.
The one thing that comes to mind that's really unique about this program is whenever you get up into the major top classes, it's a lot of like smaller classes to where it's like maybe 12 people. So you're a lot closer to the professor, you're a lot closer to the advisor, and then you get a lot more hands-on work whenever you're involved in the class.
You're building something. You're building a foundation because you're figuring it out, because you know who the people are.
Today, I'm going to work on some of the stuff here for my on-campus internship. I do my internship here on campus with Alexis Mons. She is the athletic advancement coordinator, and she's also one of the people that is in charge of the Alumni Association. So like I go to like football games, some basketball games, any other like different athletic events here on campus. I also help with promotional ideas such as like what banners we need to use, what things we need to fundraise for, or like different things for the Alumni Association with what we should draw in towards like athletics. I'm going to put on each of the reserve signs for those who wanted to reserve their seat for their Save Your Seat fundraiser for the basketball team. The main thing that attracted me to West Liberty was probably the business program. I was researching a lot of like different programs throughout the state, and it's one of the top ones in the state. And then whenever I was looking more in towards like this program, such as sport management, it was one of the only ones in the state that was offered. The main thing that attracted me was probably the hometown feel. I'm from like a small town in my community, and I always wanted to get involved. So whenever I came here to the Hilltop, it just felt like home. I'm part of the West Liberty baseball team here on campus, and we're getting ready for our Black and Gold World Series. Let's go. I've always had an interest in athletics, so that's why I kind of chose this program. But whenever I go out, I want to try to get myself involved in college athletics. So my ultimate goal would probably be an athletic director at the collegiate level, but anywhere in the athletic program would be fine for me. I hope this gave you a lot of good insight on this program here at West Liberty. If you want more additional information, please go check out our website today. And as always, go Toppers.
Welcome back. It is still halftime here on Topper Station. It is 39-30. The Toppers have the lead. We will take you to some highlights of how we got there in the first half. As Yoakum with the spin and the layup made it 2-4 early on, and Pat Robinson gets the steal and ties it up at 23. Yoakum again, 25-25 on that one. The first one, was Alessandro on the pick and roll. Then the steal from McKinney and the layup to make it 31-27. McKinney again, not much later from Boland. The Euro step made it 33-27. Pat Robinson finds the open lane, makes it 37-30, and then McKinney to end the half. That was Pat Robinson again to end the half. That unbelievable spin to make it 39-30. We'll take a look at the team stats. The Toppers shooting 47%, Wheeling shooting 43%. The Toppers went 16 of 34. Wheeling went 13 of 30. From behind the arc, though, for both of these teams, only 2 3-pointers have been made combined. 2 for 15, 1 of 5 for Wheeling, 1 of 10 for West Liberty. Free throw department, 3 of 4 for Wheeling, 6 of 8 for the Toppers. The Toppers out-rebounded Wheeling 21-14 and have 4 assists to 0 for Wheeling University. Take a look at the individual stat leaders. Haynes with 13 points. Robinson with 10 for the Toppers. Dyer with 1 assist to go along with Alessandro, Pat Robinson, and Bryce Butler. And Dalton Boland with 4 rebounds. And Ansong has 3 for Wheeling. And not available are the assists for Wheeling because they didn't have a single assist in the entire first half.
And obviously West Liberty only had 4. Credit to Wheeling. If Wheeling's going to keep it close, it needs to be played in that fashion because that's where Wheeling has the advantage. But some of that's West Liberty too. West Liberty didn't cut as hard or as often as we normally see it do. I think you're going to see a different West Liberty team here in the second half.
We'll give you some scores from out of town. Glenville is up 62-37 over Concord. Fairmont State up 46-35 on Frostburg State, the 2 FSU teams. And a little bit of a surprise, again, it's a rivalry game down south. West Virginia State versus Charleston. It's basically the same thing as Wheeling versus West Liberty. It's just the southern version of it. West Virginia State leading 38-36 at halftime.
And we talked about it being a big game for Wheeling and didn't know about what the tiebreaker situation is with Wheeling and Glenville. Apparently we do here at the table because they announced that Wheeling will play Friday night at 8, so they must hold the tiebreaker.
Cordy gets this ball down low to Ansong, working against Will Yoakum. That shot, fade away, falls in. Now it's what Wheeling was doing a lot early in the first half with a ton of success. Dyer right side, hand off to Boland. Reed gets in his face, he drives, dishes it back out for Alessandro. Dyer straightaway 3. Short, right to Boland though, and he gets the finish. Dalton now with double digits, 10 points. Toppers lead by 9 once again. Reed back to number 0, Jarrett Haynes. Reed quickly up the floor to Gentry and back to Haynes. They set up in the half court. Reed right side finds Cordy top of the key. Right side again for Haynes. 10 to shoot. Reed going against Boland, spinning. Little one-handed fade, no good, tipped around. Last touch by Ansong, saves it right to Haynes, and a new 20 for Wheeling. Haynes has some open room for the 3, no good, too long, tipped by Ansong, but they call a foul. This will go against John Alessandro. It'll be his first, team first. Wheeling has another 20-second shot clock. They'll throw the ball in from the baseline out to Ansong. Jumper from the elbow, too long, rebounded by Boland. Quickly up for Luke Dyer. Handoff for Yoakum, thought about the three, spinning at the elbow, gets it tipped away, foul coming up. And I think it is against Jordan Reed, his second, team first. Yoakum to the line. This will be his first attempts at the line tonight. First one is good. Second one goes as well. Yoakum up to 8 points. Toppers lead by 11 early in the second half. Reed in the corner, Dyer harassing him. Bolin comes over, back to Haynes. Haynes crossing half court with 1 second to spare. They call the foul on Pat Robinson. That'll be his first, team second. I'm sorry, no, they called on Luke Dyer. It'll be his first, team second. Hansong looking. Haynes with 15 seconds on the shot clock to Cordy. Hands it back off to Haynes. Loses it out of bounds. Possession goes to the Toppers. A lot of happiness from Topper Nation on that one. Dyer looking right, goes back left, finds Alessandro. John driving into the paint, crossing the paint, no good though. Reed the rebound. Haynes to Gentry on the right side, back to Jarrett Haynes. Gentry looking, goes to keep it himself. A dozen seconds on the shot clock. Ansong now. Gentry again, left side. Dyer in his face, no good. Rebounded by John Alessandro. Dyer hands it off for Bolin. Pump fakes the three, steps up. That jumper no good. Toppers wanted a foul, didn't get one. Haynes spinning in the paint. Travel call is made. Toppers take over. Substitutions. Marlon Moore, Bryce Butler, and Malik McKinney back in for Pat Robinson, Luke Dyer, and John Alessandro. McKinney brings this one up to Yoakum, right side for Bolin. Screen set by Yoakum. Bolin driving, finds Bryce Butler, wide open. 45-32, Toppers lead. Reed trapped in the corner, lobs it up. Gentry receives the pass. Now it's Cordy. Shot is good. John Cordy gets his first points. Back to an 11-point ball game with 16:30 left to play. Bolin looking right side for Bryce Butler. Hands it off for Yoakum. Surveys, goes baseline, puts it up, gets the roll and good. He's got 10 points.
He's so good at a lot of things, but that in particular.
Reed up the right sideline, holding off McKinney. Gets to the paint, shot's no good, no whistle. Ansong got the offensive board and put up the shot as he was falling down. Nice athletic play from Ansong. They call this on Marlon Moore, who was laying on the floor.
It's his third, Coach.
His third, team third. Topper Nation not happy.
He wasn't even in the play.
Ansong no good on the first. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Second attempt is good. Give Ansong 7 points. 47-35, Toppers lead by 12 with 16 minutes to play. Yoakum straight away, looking, hands it off to Bryce Butler. His three, good. Butler with 7 points, and the Toppers have 50. Haynes jumped across the line and passed, but Ansong, the Euro step, hits Butler, misses, no call on the contact.
You got to be careful when you're laying on the floor. Apparently they're going to call those fouls.
Yeah. Bolin loses possession here, goes right to Jay Gentry. Butler cuts him off. Jay Gentry still gets the bucket though. Impressive. 4 points for him. McKinney inside. What a pass. There was a goaltend. Went in anyways. So it is 52-37. Yoakum with 12 points now. Dyer, Robinson in for Bolin and Yoakum.
All you young kids out there, watch the replay of that. Only possible because McKinney has his head up the entire time coming down the floor.
Collins and Braithwaite back in for Wheeling. Gentry, and I believe, I'll just hang on a second, see who else went out for Wheeling. Gentry and Reed grab the breather. Braithwaite hands it off for Collins. Down low to Cordy on Marlon Moore. Back out for Haynes. 10 to shoot. Cordy with the screen. Back over to Cordy. Marlon Moore sticks with him. Almost loses it. Does, but now it's going to be a foul on Wheeling. And if they call this on Cordy, they do. It's repaying the favor as Cordy was on the floor and gets a foul called on him. His first, team second. Media timeout. Toppers lead 52-37. We'll be right back on Topper Station.
Mountain East Conference men's and women's basketball tournament is coming to Wheeling March 4th through the 8th. Westbanco Arena will serve as host to one of the nation's premier basketball leagues, featuring the highest scoring conference in America. Action begins March 4th at Westbanco Arena and concludes Sunday, March 8th, when 2 champions will be crowned. Log on to mountaineast.org for more information and to secure your tickets to the 2020 Mountain East Conference Basketball Tournament, presented by the Health Plan.
Welcome back, and there it is, the Mountain East Conference Tournament, the championship 2020 coming up March 4th through March 8th at Westbanco Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia. Tickets at mountaineast.org. And we talked about this during the women's game. It was such a great job down there last year in its first year at Westbanco. It was always fun traveling down to Charleston, just having that environment of a tournament. But now it's right down the hill. And I'm a little bit biased. I'm from Wheeling. I think it's a little bit better there, but again, I'm more than willing to admit I've got the hometown, a little bit of a homer for Westbanco Arena.
The only thing I miss about it, Wheeling does it better, but the thing I miss about it is that was kind of like one of the rare chances to get out of town.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Luke Dyer brings this ball up. Gets to Bryce Butler just outside of the elbow, looking for a cutting McKinney. Can't get the finish, but he is fouled. That's why he got hit in the head. McKinney will go to the line to shoot 2. They give this to Jeremiah April. The 7-footer picks up his first foul. Third team foul as well for Wheeling in this second half. McKinney, his second trip to the line tonight. Touched every part of the rim and backboard, falls in. And they don't really worry about what it looks like. As long as it goes in the box score, you can't tell. 2 for 2 for McKinney. He's got 11 points, and the Toppers lead 54-37. Braithwaite trapped in the corner, about to fall over. Travel is called, and the Toppers force another turnover. It will be Dyer to throw this one in. McKinney and Moore on the low post. Looking, they find McKinney. Marlon Moore, straightaway 3, it's good. Marlon with 5 points, Toppers lead by 20. A steal by Dyer, saves it into Butler almost, but it goes right back to Haynes. Jeremiah O'Neal, the 7-footer, dunks it. Or Jeremiah April, I think I said O'Neal, I believe. Then we're going back to the Ninja Turtle days of April O'Neal if you combine the names. Marlon Moore again, gets it one more time. 8 points for Marlon. Tipped, but still gets to Braithwaite. Back to Haynes.
I think we're about to see one of those blackouts. You can just feel it in the building.
Toppers on a 10-2 run the last 2 minutes. A miss here. Ball's loose. Dyer comes up with it. Pat Robinson now with 13:35 left to play. Dyer right side to Butler. Driving on Braithwaite. Puts it up. No good. Tipped around. Loose. Robinson gets it. McKinney. Three-pointer. Listen to that crowd here at the ASRC. 14 points for McKinney. They call the foul on Pat Robinson. It'll be his first. I'm sorry, they call it on Bryce Butler, his second, team fourth. With that stoppage, well, no, we're not. I thought we were going to have a break, but we'll keep it here. Keep you updated. It is now 51-50. Charleston has the lead over West Virginia State. 13:36 left to play in that ball game. Haynes back to Reed. Robinson there. Into the corner for Cordy. Reed back out for John Cordy again. Left side, Jarrett Haynes thought about the three until McKinney showed his closing speed. Ansong into the paint. No good. Offensive rebound, though. His putback no good again, but they will call the foul on Pat Robinson. Now that is his first. Fifth team foul.
You were just able to foresee the future, that's all. you were just one play ahead.
I have been known to call myself Nostradamus every once in a while. Ansong hits his first free throw, gives himself 8 points. Make it 9. And it's 63-41, 12:50 left to play in this ball game. Toppers lead it by 22. Robinson back to Butler. He'll drive the handoff for Marlon Moore. Thought he might try the three again. Well, here it goes. Marlon's so close to go 3 for 3 on that one. Dyer saves it right to McKinney. Inside to Butler, the spin. And that one gets tipped and stuck. And are they going to call a jump ball, or what they call here?
Foul.
Okay. They call this on Jarrett Haynes. It'll be his second, team fourth. And Bryce Butler goes to the line. It'll be his first attempts tonight. No good on the first. Luke Dyer and Malik McKinney will catch a breather as Dalton Bolin and Will Yoakum come back into the ball game. Nice round of applause from Topper Nation here for all 4 of those players. Butler no good on the second, 0 for 2 on that trip. Very surprising for him. Jarrett Haynes quickly up to Jay Gentry. Just like that, you see, again, he's a freshman, and Bryce Butler missed a couple free throws, immediately back on defense. He's not thinking about him, he just keeps playing. Moore pokes that ball loose, but it stays Wheeling possession. 13 to shoot.
13, D up.
12:08 left on the game clock.
10 seconds.
Haynes goes right side. Ball almost poked away by Pat Robinson. Gentry for 3, deep. Oh, that was halfway down and bounced back out. Cordy, though, the offensive board. Inside, Ansong, no good. Marlon Moore picks up the loose ball.
Now run, Moore.
Robinson, left-hander, no good. Tipped around, taken by Ansong. Showing off his speed, no good, but he is fouled by Bryce Butler, his third, team 6th, and I think Bryce thought he had all ball on that one. That's every basketball player though, right? On that type of play?
Every basketball player, every football player.
Ansong hits another free throw, give him 10 points on the night.
Remember back in the 80s, guys would they would commit a foul and they just raise their hand. They say, yep, I did it. I don't remember the last time I saw that.
Hansong hits his second. Give him 11 points. Then a 20-point ball game with 11:25 left to play in the second half. Butler into the paint, off the glass, and good. Butler 9 points.
Great job by Bryce playing through the contact.
Reed getting around a couple defenders, kicks it back out for Haynes. Gentry to Reed, 15 on the shot clock, puts it up, and good. Jordan Reed been doing that a lot. Everybody for Wheeling's been doing that a lot. The little jumpers from inside. Back to a 20-point ball game, finds Dalton Bolden on the elbow. Ansong there, spins back around to Butler. Pump fake, step back three, can't get it to fall. And Haynes over to Reed and across half court. Marlon Moore kicks this one, I believe. Dyer and McKinney back in for Butler and Robinson. Nice round of applause for them.
I got some Germans here. Just don't mind me.
And Jordan Reed will throw this in from the baseline, finds Jared Haynes. Inside, back to Reed. Bolden right there. Can't back Bolden down, too strong. They call the foul. Bolden picks up his second, team 7th.
If you recall, in the first meeting down at Wheeling, when Wheeling was able to get back into the game, they went to that almost exclusively with Jordan Reed posting up.
Reed hits the first one. He's up to 7 points. Second one goes as well. Give him 8, 65-47. 10:20 on the game clock. Dyer, left side to Yoakum. McKinney, step back, thought about the jumper. Now it's Marlon Moore's turn. Drives on Cordy, spinning into the paint. Fade away, no good. And it was Haynes with the rebound, quickly up for Ansong. Dyer strips it away, but he keeps possession. Now Haynes straightaway three, no good. Ansong the tip in off the glass, good. 13 points for Emmanuel Ansong. Impressive tip in on the offensive glass.
Keep an eye on Cordy here. He was down on the floor, looked to be injured there for quite a while.
Marlon Moore back to Dalton Bolden. He'll drive, pump fakes, puts it up, and good. Dalton's got 12, and the Toppers lead at 67-49. A steal by Luke Dyer. Bolden in the corner. Good. 70-49. Toppers lead by 21. Haynes slows it down again. Reed tries to make a move on Bolden. Underneath. Shot is blocked by Marlon Moore, but it stays Wheeling possession out of bounds. Owen Hazelbaker will re-enter the ball game. Toppers lead 70-49, 9:04 left to play. We will be right back on Topper Station.
This is from West Liberty University, inviting all alumni and friends to Topper Takeover during the Mountain East Conference basketball tournament at West Banco Arena. Stop by River City in downtown Wheeling for WLU swag giveaways, update your contact information, and enjoy the West Liberty party. Topper Takeover will tip off 2 hours before each WLU basketball game with drink and food specials Wednesday through Saturday and live entertainment on Friday and Saturday. Find out more at westliberty.edu/toppertakeover.
Welcome back. Sports broadcasting here at West Liberty University and Topper Station. Join the WLU student crew. It is open to all majors. Scholarships and work studies are available. More info at westliberty.info or westliberty.edu/arts and communications for more info. That was our sideline reporter Isaac Basinger and Maria Murphy. And I can't help it. I've got to mention this. There's Abby Vargo, our other camera person, up in the window. But Isaac and Maria, both products of Wheeling Central High School. So am I, so I have to mention that it's in the contract I signed when I went to school there that if I ever got into broadcast, anytime there was a central person around, I have to Mention that. Also the Bucons, somewhere sitting behind us, so got to mention them as well. But back onto the floor, the Toppers leading this one by 21 points. And Sean, you pointed it out during the break, taking a look at the live stats. At the half, we were surprised Wheeling had yet to have an assist. They still don't after about 11 minutes in the second half.
No assists, 13 turnovers. That's not a very good assist to turnover ratio.
Jay Gentry trying to work against Malik McKinney. And they give the foul to McKinney.
Wait, what? I thought they said 11.
Oh, he held up 2 1s. Yeah, I don't think he. Maybe I think it was the 1-1. Yeah, it was the 1-1. John Cordy out for Wheeling. The front end coming up for Gentry. It's good. Wheeling in the bonus now. That was McKinney's second foul, 8th team foul. Now the officials speaking with Dalton Boland and Jordan Reed.
Probably a little good-natured talking going on. Perhaps the official didn't like the way the box out situation went.
Gentry makes both of the 1-1. He's got 6 points, now a 19-point ball game. McKinney keeps this one, crossing the lane, up and under, good off the glass. McKinney, 16 points. Eight and a half minutes left to play. Almost a steal for Yoakum. Jordan Reed keeps it though. Spinning on Boland. Airball the layup. I don't know if McKinney got a hand on that or not. Yoakum across to Dyer. Driving. Gets the finish. Luke Dyer gets his first points. Lobbed up. Dyer, can he get the steal? It's out of bounds. Turnover by Wheeling. Possession to the Toppers. Toppers on a 9-2 run the last 91 seconds. They're 4 for their last 5 field goal attempts. Back in is Nathan Merriweather. He takes the place of Braithwaite. Dyer looking, finds McKinney. Jeremiah, now they call the travel on Malik McKinney. He doesn't agree. Merriweather, one tipped away. They say it went off the Toppers. Possession stays with Wheeling. Wheeling will have 9 seconds to get across half court now. Merriweather into Haynes. He's trapped. He splits the double team. Now a foul. Call it on Malik McKinney, his third, 9th team foul, and an even 8 minutes left to play. A 1-1 attempt for Haynes. He's got 13 points, a share in the team high. Missed the front end, Boland the rebound. Quickly up for Malik McKinney, lobs it up, Yoakum! The alley-oop layup for Will Yoakum. Jordan Reed pushes off, doesn't get a call. Topper Nation not happy. Haynes to the corner for Gentry. Back out to Haynes. Haynes directing traffic, goes down to Reed. They give Luke Dyer the foul. His second, team 10th. Wheeling now in the double bonus. Team fouls are 10-4. West Liberty with 10, Wheeling with 4.
Don't say this often, but Ben has to be careful right here. The closest official here told him, okay, we hear you, but that's all. Ben has not relented since that.
Zach Collins in for Jay Gentry. Reed. It's them both. 76-53. Reed now with 10 points in this game.
One of the things I admire about Ben is when he's talking to the officials, he does it in a manner where it almost looks like he's talking to himself. He doesn't directly, it's rare that he looks directly at an official and says something.
Smart man.
Exactly.
They called a foul on Wheeling Nathan Merriweather, his first, team 5th in the second half. Dyer finds Bolin, gets into the paint. And they call the foul on Zach Collins. It'll be his 3rd, team 6th, and now see it an awful lot in hockey, the makeup calls. Yoakum mid-range, no good. Good box out and rebound for Merriweather.
Will was too open that time.
Reed spinning. Can't get the finish with Owen Hazelbaker, but a foul is called. So much for the makeup calls. His second.
I waited to see what the official said, where the foul was. I could see that from here. That was hand on ball.
Reed back to the line. 4 for 4 so far, make it 5 for 5. Butler, Moore, Alessandro, and Robinson back in for the Toppers. Luke Dyer will stay out there. Yoakum, McKinney, Hazelbaker, and Bolin grab a breather. A nice round of applause from Topper Nation again. Reed 6 for 6 from the line tonight. He's got 12 points. It is a 21-point lead for West Liberty, 76-55 with 7 minutes to play. Robinson, baseline. They say no shot, a foul on the floor. They call it on Haynes. It'll be his 3rd, team 7th. Now West Liberty into the bonus. Robinson hits the front end of the 1-and-1. In and out on the second, so it's 77-55, a 22-point lead for the Toppers. Reed loses this one, but gets it back.
That's a travel.
Yeah. Haynes, step back. 2, no good. Tipped around. Say last touched by the Toppers. 6:38 left to play.
What that is it goes down really as a pass to yourself.
Reed, left side, thought about the fadeaway. Now they call a foul on Marlon Moore. It'll be his 4th.
That's what Marlon needs to stay away from. He didn't have to do that. He had forced a tough shot. Don't come down across the body.
Emmanuel Ansong set to come back in for Wheeling. Reed hits his first. Ansong is in for Jeremiah April. Wheeling now 17 of 20 from the line. Good again. Reed up to 14 points. Robinson spinning back around looking for someone. Bryce Butler straightaway 3. In and out. Tipped around. Ansong comes up with it for Wheeling. Quickly up for Zach Collins. Collins off the glass and good. His first points. Makes it an 18-point ball game, 77-59 with 6:05 left to play. Butler driving on Reed, spinning again, puts it up, no good. Offensive board, they're trying to get it. They're going to call the foul on the floor against Merriweather for a push, his 2nd. Team 8th. Butler converts the front end.
It's a pretty aggressive box out right there on the shooter.
Butler now with 10 points. Second one good as well, give him 11. Toppers up by 20 once again. Meriwether right side for Collins. Back up top for Ansong. Now it's Haynes. Jordan Reed one-on-one with Bryce Butler. Good off the glass.
He is sneaky good down there on the low block.
Reed with 16 points. Dyer keeps this one to the corner for Butler. Finds a cutting Marlon Moore. Out to John Alessandro. He's into the paint. Lays it up. There's contact from Ansong. It'll be his second, team 9th. John will go to the line to shoot 2. His first trip there tonight.
I'm not saying this about this particular officials group. I'm saying it as basketball officials in general. I cannot stand that foul call. The whistle did not blow until the ball did not go in the basket. It's either a foul or it's not a foul.
I think that's the one thing that fans around the world of basketball get frustrated with.
And it's just recent, like in the last couple of years that began happening.
Alessandro making both. Back to a 20-point game again, 81-61. Willie Yoakum came into the ball game for Luke Dyer. Jordan Reed one-on-one against Marlon Moore. Again, Jordan Reed cannot miss. 18 points. Quickly up for Moore. 5 minutes left to play in the game. Robinson will drive. Can't lay it in with the left hand. Yoakum gets the tip. He gets this one stripped away from him. And I think they're going to call the media timeout. And a foul on the Toppers. Not sure, but I think he stepped on the ball. I'd like to see a replay. We'll take the break and come back. 81-63. Toppers lead. 4:50 left to play. We'll be right back on Topper Station.
I'll take 2 scoops on a cone. Actually, make that 3 scoops on a cone. Thanks to my free Kasasa checking account at Belmont Savings Bank, Kasasa gives me my hard-earned money back in the form of cash rewards. Go ahead and treat yourself to an extra scoop with Kasasa's free rewards checking. Plus, refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide.
Open your account today at Belmont Savings Bank to take back banking with Kasasa.
Welcome back, and there's Mason Hare in the huddle, the West Liberty senior student manager. Again, what a tremendous job he has done his entire career here at West Liberty. I can't tell you, even in private conversations with Coach Hallett, how much Mason means to his team, the coaching staff, the players as well. We've had Mason on the Running with the Toppers show with Coach Hallett, and he deserves every bit as much credit as these players do. Again, he does so much stuff behind the scenes that you'd be surprised at the amount of dedication and effort he puts into his job.
And unless you've been involved in team sports, I don't think you understand. These guys treat him as if he is one of the basketball players.
Yes.
And that's the way it becomes. I mean, you are literally one of us.
Yes, and it should be that way. And if the players do it on their own, and if they didn't, I think it'd be forced by the coaching staff.
Absolutely.
Haynes at the line.
We're getting to a point now here in the game where with 4:50 left, I'm like enamored with this stat. There's still no assist. Are we going to go an entire game without a single assist?
Second one good for Haynes, 81-64. He's got 14 points tonight. Yoakum to Robinson, top of the key. Keeps it himself, spinning into the paint. Good with the left off the glass. He's got 13 tonight.
Will Ryan on the other end was asking for a travel, and I think he probably should have gotten one there.
Reed one-on-one with Dalton Bolin. Jumper. Bolin got his arm on the follow through.
That's a couple plays like that, Todd, where you just look at him, and that kind of tells his story. West Liberty has not brought its A game tonight.
The third foul on Dalton. Reed makes the first free throw. Second one good as well. 83-66 with 4:22 left in the ball game.
It's nice of Haynes to pick up the ball there. I'll make West Liberty play.
Yeah. Jordan Reed now has 20 points. Left side for Pat Robinson. Finds Dalton Bolin. Driving. Lays it in, no good. Haynes the rebound for Wheeling, showing off his speed. Collins driving now with the left hand. Good. He got his first field goal of the game.
That's pretty.
83-68. 3:45 on the clock. Foul called against Collins. That'll be his fourth. 10th team foul. Now West Liberty also in the double bonus. Malik McKinney, Luke Dyer set to come back in for the Toppers. First one good for Robinson. Dyer in for Marlon Moore. Marlon gets a nice round of applause. He's got 8 points in this ball game, 3 steals, 3 rebounds as well. Robinson 2 for 2. And here comes Malik McKinney. Robinson gets a nice round of applause.
Dalton Bolin, one rebound from another double-double. Feel like here, beginning of this next week, we're going to be talking about him as the Mountain East Conference Player of the Year.
Deservedly so. Dalton, the entire career has been building up to these kind of moments. Kind of knew there's a possibility he could be that type of player to win a Conference Player of the Year, even in his freshman season.
Yeah, I remember his redshirt year, where obviously we don't know much about the kids at that point. People around this program could not stop raving about Dalton Bolin, and everything that I heard way back then as he was redshirting has been absolutely true.
Oh, that pass almost off the mark and out of bounds. Reed saves it. I can remember hearing his redshirt year. There were other freshmen on that team, true freshmen that played, did not redshirt, and I was told that almost got that 10th rebound there, but I can remember hearing that Dalton was better than the guys that did not redshirt that actually got to play that year, and it's kind of come true. I wasn't sure about that, but they were absolutely right. Left side, Collins, no good on the 3. There it is, the double-double for Dalton Bolin, 15 points, 10 rebounds. Dyer to Yoakum, his 3, no good, another rebound, but.
Yep, hand in the cookie jar on that one.
They call the foul. Dalton Bolin with the push, it'll be his 4th. Toppers lead it by 15 with 2:45 left to play. Yeah, well, on our stats it says his 4th. Take a look again. Just 4. Yep. All right, so officials came down, asked how many fouls we had, and Dalton with 4, so.
I've never seen that situation.
Me either.
Where they asked a number of people along press row here, and it wasn't unanimous.
Yeah.
But he said we're going to go with the majority.
Yeah. Reed connecting 2 for 2. Makes it 85-72. Reed is 12 for 12 from the line tonight. 13-point lead, 2:35 on the clock. Bolin going to be called for the travel. Pat Robinson into the ball game. He's in for Dalton Bolin. He's into Reed. 2.5 minutes to play again. The drive for Reed. Puts it up, no good, but he is fouled, and Reed and Butler staying on the ground. Both able to get back up. Wipe the floor off here. They actually give the foul to Malik McKinney. It'll be his 4th.
West Liberty needs to close this. I mean, there's 2.5 minutes left. And Wheeling is scoring a lot of his points with the clock stopped.
Reed finally misses a free throw, now 12 of 13 in this game. Set to come back in for Wheeling, number 1 Nathan Merriweather, the 5'10 sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana. Reed, 13 of 14. He looks a little banged up, 25 points in the game.
It's like a repeat of the game in Wheeling, where in the second half, all of a sudden, Jordan Reed was at the free throw line every time he turned around.
Yeah, very much so. Lead down to 12 for the Toppers. 2:10 on the clock. Dyer gets this ball stripped away. Buddy gets it back to Bryce Butler. Cross court to Yoakum. Yoakum can't get the finish. Zach Collins gets this ball stripped away, and now a foul called on Pat Robinson, his 2nd. Back to the line goes Wheeling. It'll be Zach Collins. His first trip to the line tonight. No good on the first. Bolin back in. He takes the place of Malik McKinney. Under 2 minutes left to play. Collins' second attempt, no good. Bolin another rebound. He's going to dish this off to Luke Dyer. Dyer right side to Pat Robinson. Stays top of the key now. Dyer again. Driving, open lane, puts it up. He is fouled. Dyer will shoot at the line with 94 seconds remaining in this ball game. Marlon Moore, Malik McKinney set to come back in. Malik will come in for Luke Dyer. Marlon Moore in for Pat Robinson at 3rd.
And Collins is fouled out for Wheeling. 5 fouls in 11 minutes.
Sounds more like what I used to do. Except mine was probably like 5 fouls in 3 minutes, but
that's efficiency.
Dyer connects on his first free throw. Two for two is Luke Dyer. McKinney will come in. Nice round of applause for Luke Dyer from the crowd. In 94 seconds, Toppers not pressing. They go into the zone defense.
94 seconds away from a team having 0 assists in a basketball game.
It'll probably happen on this possession. Oh, almost the steal. End of the ball game for the first time. Alex Humphreys, number 3. Jay Gentry, the 3, no good. There's no assist on that possession. 1:15 on the clock. Topper Nation letting the Toppers know they can feel it coming. The end of this ball game and another win against Wheeling. Yoakum the baseline layup. He's got 16 points. Toppers lead with 60 seconds remaining. Humphreys' 3 is good, and I think there it is. I think that may be the assist for Wheeling.
Definitely going to be.
And it is. They give it to Emmanuel Ansong.
It's a trivia question for years to come.
15 seconds to shoot, 35 seconds remaining in the ball game. Bolin puts up another three. Off the back rim, tipped around. Yoakum, the offensive board. He is fouled. Looked like it was Haynes. They do give it to Haynes. It'll be his fourth. Yoakum will shoot two. The final 27.2 seconds. More substitutions for the Toppers. Yoakum hits the free throw. 90-76 Toppers lead. Hazelbaker, Alessandro back in for Bolin and Marlon Moore.
I think getting back to MAC, when the awards and things of that nature come out early next week, I think you're going to see Will Yoakum joining Dalton Bolin on the first team. If you don't, there's probably something wrong.
Yeah. No good on the second, hoping he would make that one, trying to get Quinn Hiles into the game. Quinn has a pretty good smile right now. Now he'll get in. Malik fouls for his fifth foul of the ball game. He will foul out. And Quinn Hiles is able to come into the game. In the back of my mind, I wonder if Malik did that on purpose, knowing that Quinn may not get into this game at all if there's no stoppage in play. Gentry misses the free throw, so you never know. Malik might be a great guy.
Unfortunately for Quinn, the shot clock is off, and Ben does not permit shots in these situations.
Yeah.
And here he comes telling them, hold the ball.
Hang on to the ball. 12 seconds remain in the regular season, and the 19-20 season for the Toppers comes to an end. West Liberty will finish the regular season 24-4, 19-3 in conference play. Wheeling will finish 14-12 and 11-11 in conference play. The Toppers secure another Mountain East Conference championship as they head into the Mountain East Conference tournament next week. Again, March 4th through March 8th. The Toppers will play Friday night at 6 p.m. We've got Coach Hallett along with Isaac Basinger. Isaac, take it away.
Coach Hallett, big win here today, propels you into the Mountain East Conference tournament. How did you feel about your team's play today?
I felt good the last 5 minutes of the first half, and I felt good for 10 minutes of the second half, if that makes sense to you. We've got to clean up some areas, especially closing out games. We're not very good at that right now, so that'll be something we address before going into the Mountain East Conference tournament. But 24-4 this year, great accomplishment for us, and we're hungry for the Mountain East tournament.
How does it feel to go now into a situation to win or go home?
I feel this is something different. I think this team's ready for something different. We've kind of been through the gauntlet of, the league schedule, and we're ready for something different. In the conference tournament, it's going to be a lot of fun for us.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Isaac.
Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Coach Hallett. And the conference tournament, the Toppers, regardless if they win the conference tournament or not, they will still get to do the national tournament. And we will have a special presentation as the Toppers are being handed their conference tournament T-shirts, just like they were last year. Last year was a little bit more dramatic when it was the game here against Notre Dame College, and Eric Meininger, again, who was in attendance today, hit that buzzer-beating three-point, close to buzzer-beating, but that three-point shot with about a second left. And Kyle Patrick made that call last year. Congratulations again to the Toppers, the 2019-2020 MEC regular season champions. They win tonight 20-76 in the final regular season game of the season. Your final thoughts as the Toppers head into the conference tournament?
Tonight was a very workmanlike, blue-collar performance. And I say that because I don't think mentally West Liberty brought its A game today. But the thing is, as good of a job as Wheeling has done under Will Ryan in his first year, the discrepancy in talent cannot be made up, not this year. And West Liberty simply got by today because it was better. But credit to Wheeling, and this is the second time, knowing that on a one-per-one basis, West Liberty probably is better. They did what they had to do. They did a great job of getting the clock stopped and getting to the free throw line a ton in the second half. And that's a team I wouldn't want to play in the tournament.
Yes.
To be honest with you, because they're talented enough, and if they put it together, you could be on the wrong end.
Well, we'll take you outside the conference for one more update. Charleston did win at Charleston 85-78. Again, the Toppers move on. They win 90-76. Just, again, great job tonight. The Toppers come out with the doubleheader victory, 2 W's. The women's team beats Wheeling. The men's team beats Wheeling. Couldn't have a better finish to a season and to get that doubleheader victory over such a big rival. And the Toppers go into the conference tournament. The Lady Toppers as well will figure out who they play against in the upcoming couple of days. But again, the men's team will get the #1 seed, won't play until Friday at 6 p.m. at West Banco Arena. And then Wheeling will also play at 8 p.m., I believe they said, or at some point. We know how these tournaments go. They don't always start on time because of games running late. Again, I'd like to thank everybody from our student crew, Teresa Gretchen back home, Trent Nicholson directing, Lauren Fridley, also in the truck today. I'm trying to remember who else we had in there. Beth, Kelsey, Hyasa, Maria Murphy helping out today as well. Thank you to Isaac Basinger doing sideline reporting, and Abby Vargo running the wide camera for us. Aaron Jeffries running the floor cam for us. Kat Sucken up in master control. For Sean Ryan, I am Todd Allen. Thank you for watching all season long. And we will see you in the postseason. We will be broadcasting audio only for the Mountain East Conference Tournament. We will see you then on Topper Station.